Hello and welcome to News Across Nigeria. I'm Olumide Macaulay. On the program today, Rivers State Governor Nyesom Wike false claims by the Revenue Mobilization, Allocation and Fiscal Commission that the solid minerals sector now contributes over 50% to the Federation account. And the Benue State government raises joint security task force to check farmers-herdsmen clashes in the state. And National Lead Teachers Body pleads with Ogun State governor over sacked teachers. Thank you so much for joining us. The federal government has charged the Chief Registrar of the Supreme Court, Mr. Ahmed Saleh, and 2 other employees of the Apex Court with 9 counts, including diversion of 2.2 billion naira belonging to the court. According to the charge, the defendants, Mohammed Sharif, Ahmed Saleh, and Rilwanu Lawal, allegedly diverted 2.2 billion naira belonging to the Supreme Court to their personal bank accounts. They were also accused of collecting tens of millions of naira as gratification, contrary to the provisions of the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Act. The federal government and the World Bank have signed a partial risk guarantee agreement for the supply of gas to the Calabar gas plant to boost energy supply by 561 megawatts. The Vice President, Yemi Osinbajo, who supervised the signing of the agreement at the Presidential Villa, said the event is very significant for the country as it would encourage investment in gas infrastructure. He says government expected that going by the current power situation, the investment was worthy of celebration. He said government was grateful to the World Bank and the investors in the Calabar plant for coming to the aid of the country in its quest for energy supply.
The investment is of about $500 million, about $500 million. That is really significant. And we really want to commend the World Bank first for their leadership and support, Rashid, for being with us all the time, and all of our partners. And of course the investors, AccuGas and the Singapore Sovereign Wealth Fund. I'd like to thank you all very, very much indeed for this. And we hope it portends even greater things to happen in the future.
We've just signed the gas supply agreement for the supply of gas to one of our power plants. It's over 500 megawatt power plant, in fact precisely 561 megawatt power plant in Calabar. We've had gas supply issues there. The gas supplier is supplying the gas itself, the gas molecules, and also they've just concluded a pipeline from their field in Akwa Ibom State to the Calabar power plant. So we've just signed the gas supply agreement for them to supply gas, approximately 131 million scf of gas per day. And then that gas supply agreement is backstopped by the World Bank PROG. This is the first World Bank PROG to be signed for the supply of gas.
From the North Central, where that agreement took place, to the South, the governor of Rivers State, Mr. Nyesom Wike, has disagreed with the leader of a delegation from the Revenue Mobilization, Allocation and Fiscal Commission, Sonia Omiri, who claims that the solid minerals sector now contributes over 50% to the Federation account. The delegation was in the state as part of the current efforts by the federal government to drive revenue generation from mining and other non-oil sources. The governor adds that the diversification should go beyond lip service.
The solid minerals sector has been contributing over 50% to the Federation account since the beginning of the recession. With the present effort to diversify the revenue base, the solid minerals is expected to contribute even more significantly into the Federation account. May I inform you, sir, that Rivers State is currently number 32 on the table of non-oil remittance to the Federation account. This can be improved if all leakages are blocked especially if illegal miners are captured into the tax net.
So much emphasis on oil is not the best. So many countries are trying to diversify and to see whether they can order some source of revenue in order to carry out development. But when you say 50% for the mining sector has been contributing since recession, I don't agree with you. That is politics now. I don't know how they could have 50%. Our economy is still depending on oil. That one is still clear.
Mr. Nyesom Wike, Governor, Rivers State. To Benue State now, Governor Samuel Ortom has constituted the state and local government joint security committees to prevent the yearly occurrence of herdsman-farmer crisis. Mr. Ortom, at the State Security Awareness Seminar, told committee members drawn from security agencies, farmers and herdsmen groups to abide by the laws of the state. And 3 members of a family have been critically wounded in an attack by suspected assailants in Ikorodu area of Lagos State. The assailants were said to have gained access to the flat of the victims, the apartment, a widow and 2 children, through the window and stabbed them severally, assaulting them physically. In a visit to the community, the Commissioner of Police, Fatai Owusheni, explains that modalities have been put in place to address the security situation there.
A lot of attacks of spiritualists, and they killed a lot of our people, most especially single mothers, widows, women that they know that their husbands are not living with them. That is where they normally attack. They will rape them, they will wound some of them, and we have lost some of them. And what happened today again? One family with other 2 children were attacked. They have been seriously dying critically in General Hospital Koloduna.
We've gone around. We've been able to map out the areas in order for us to, re-strategize, put better strategy in place, and of course, see how we can arouse the members of the community to their civic obligations with regards to partnering with us. You look at the community is very large. Most of the places are not motorable. Most of the places, apart from being swampy, are forest. I've discussed with some of the CDA chairmen, the chairpersons, what they need to do to assist us in making sure that we jointly police the community together.
From domestic security in homes to safety on the roads, where the Federal Road Safety Commission has again raised concern over the rate of death from road crashes attributable to overspeeding, overloading and dangerous driving. The Corps Marshal, Federal Road Safety Commission, who opened the 2016 annual retreat for officers and men of the Corps from Benue, Nasarawa and Plateau states, insists that the Corps will continue to enforce the speed limiting device technology on all commercial vehicles.
Total war on overloading as from next week. That is one of the key issues of this retreat. Our previous Excellency and all the governors in the North Central, Northwest and Northeast, simultaneously we have to do this. We are moving towards the end of the year. The government has given us the support. We are going to maximize this to make sure that they will reduce the crashes. We have commenced the issue of enforcement, advisory enforcement of speed limiting device. As at last night, over 100,000 drivers have been given citations. There is no going back on this.
Some people will just wake up in the morning and without any authorization whatsoever, without any permit, will just dig across the federal highway and put a bump on it. I have seen a place after Kefi towards this side where somebody had to put 2 bumps on the road, one before and the other after his filling station. Apparently to slow vehicular movements with the intention, perhaps, of people patronizing his filling station. But incidentally, each time I pass there, I don't see anybody buying fuel in that filling station.